This is the Echo Studio 2025. Amazon says it's their most advanced, best-sounding Echo ever. But after putting it through its paces in my living room, I found a few things they don't tell you in the marketing. Spoiler, it might be one of the most compelling smart speakers yet, but it's not perfect. Let's dig in. Amazon Echo Studio 2025 Product Overview. So what exactly is this thing? The Echo Studio 2025 is Amazon's premium smart speaker, announced at their Fall 2025 event. It's aimed squarely at folks who care about sound, music lovers, home theater fans, but still want the full Alexa-powered smart speaker experience. Its headline features spatial audio, Dolby Atmos support, and a more compact design, about 40% smaller than the original Studio. It's priced at $219.99 in the US and ships starting October 29, 2025. Amazon Echo Studio 2025 Performance. Okay, specs are one thing. How does it feel in your living room? Over the past week, I tested the Studio with everything from jazz and indie rock to cinematic scenes on Prime Video. In daily use, it's responsive. Alexa commands trigger quickly, and the device handled multi-room grouping and streaming without hiccups. The AZ3 Pro chip seems to help with voice recognition and internal processing. With music, the Studio delivers a clean, balanced soundstage. Mids and highs are crisp, vocals are clear. For more laid-back genres like jazz, acoustic, folk, it's excellent. But when I cranked up bass-heavy tracks, EDM, trap, or some cinematic explosions, I noticed a lack of deep, low-end thump. It doesn't quite reach subwoofer territory, and that's something frequent across past Studio reviews. For reference, RT Ings remarks that the original Echo Studio lacks low bass, despite its neutral sound tone. On movies, pairing the Studio with a Fire TV device unlocked Dolby Atmos and Alexa Home Theater surround setups. In scenes with ambient audio or directional effects, I got a sense of breadth and movement. It's not a full surround setup with rear speakers, but as a compact speaker doing double duty, it performs admirably. That said, dialogue clarity sometimes fell behind what a dedicated soundbar with a center channel can do. Features and tech. Let me walk you through 3 features that make or sometimes break this speaker. 1. Spatial audio and Dolby Atmos. This is a marquee feature. The 2025 Studio supports spatial processing to take stereo tracks and upmix them into 3D sound. That means certain instruments can feel like they're coming from above or from the sides. In practice, if the track is encoded in Dolby Atmos or 360 reality audio, which the Studio supports, you'll hear those spatial cues. But a caveat, many tracks still aren't encoded that way, so the benefit varies. It's impressive when it works, but not always dramatic. The Verge also notes that Amazon's ambitions with spatial music sometimes get ahead of its capabilities. 2. Room calibration and auto EQ. During setup, the Echo emits test tones and listens to your room to calibrate the sound profile. This helps it adapt for furniture, walls, positioning. That means you don't necessarily have to fiddle with EQ manually. Still, via the Alexa app, you can manually adjust bass and treble sliders if you want to tweak it yourself. RT Ings also points out that flexibility. 3. Alexa plus Smart Home Hub features. This isn't just a speaker, it's a smart home hub. The Studio supports Zigbee and integrates with Amazon's broader smart home ecosystem, so it can discover and control compatible lights, plugs, cameras, and more. Also note that it pairs with compatible Fire TV devices to build a wireless surround setup, Alexa Home Theater. Design and build. Aesthetically, Amazon tightened things up with the 2025 version. It's about 40% smaller than the original Studio, easier to tuck into a shelf or corner without overwhelming the room. The fabric exterior and muted colorways keep it from being an eyesore. The relocated front-facing light ring is a smart move, more visible status indication. The top is clean, Tactile volume buttons, mic mute toggle. No touch-sensitive fiddliness. The weight is still substantial. It feels solid. One downside, the footprint is still bigger than compact smart speakers, so you'll want a sturdy shelf or stand to avoid vibration or sagging. It's a plug-in device, no battery backup, so you'll need to plan for a power outlet. Pros: excellent mid-range and detailed clarity for most genres. Spatial audio plus Dolby Atmos support when tracks are encoded. Smart home hub built-in, Zigbee, Matter. Compact redesign with a solid premium build. Strong ecosystem integration with Alexa and Fire TV. Cons: weak on deep bass, not a subwoofer replacement. Spatial or 3D audio isn't consistently dramatic. Larger footprint than typical smart speakers.